Welcome back to another recipe video. Today I'm making this under eye gel with caffeine in it. I've been using it as a leave-on mask, but you can also wash it off if you'd like. I like to leave it on until it dries and then apply a eye cream on top. Here is what the formula looks like. And I use the formula to create a 100-gram recipe, which fills up about 4 half-ounce jars. I'll link in the description box to the exact jars I used. I say this recipe is pretty intermediate, but I do think a beginner could make it as long as you pay attention to the instructions well enough. And like I said, I'll be making a 100-gram batch, and I'm going to start with phase A. So phase A includes an ultra-low molecular weight hyaluronic acid and a high molecular weight hyaluronic acid. The high molecular weight hyaluronic acid is an ingredient you can't skip. This ingredient is used to thicken and gel the under eye mask. The ultra low molecular weight I'm using because it actually penetrates the skin deeper because it's a lower molecular weight, so you get more benefits from it. And that's why I included it. Hyaluronic acid can help hydrate the skin, plump the skin, and potentially fade wrinkles, which can help with under eye bags. So that is why I decided to add in the ultra low molecular weight hyaluronic acid, but if you don't have it, you can skip it. As long as you have the high molecular weight hyaluronic acid, you're good. You also may notice that the high molecular weight hyaluronic acid is more of a bright, pure white, as opposed to the ultra low molecular weight. It's kind of more like a light tan color. So I used 1.5 grams of the high molecular weight and then 0.5 grams of the ultra low molecular weight. Then I am grabbing some glycerin. This is a must-have ingredient if you're a formulator. I use it in almost everything I make. Glycerin helps hydrate the skin, and I added in 10 grams of it. You can also use a different humectant like propanediol instead if you would like. So we're mixing the hyaluronic acid with the glycerin to create a slurry. As you can see here, this is what it looks like after you mix the two together. Mixing the hyaluronic acid with glycerin helps reduce clumping later in the formula. So that's why we mix the two together to create a slurry. Then I'm going to be adding in my preservative, which is Euxyl K903. This is an Ecocert approved preservative, so you can use it in organic formulations. And I'm just mixing that in with the glycerin and hyaluronic acid because it does have issues solubilizing in water, so that's why I always mix it with glycerin or propanediol or one of my humectants before adding it into the water phase. Now it's time to pick a color. I love to work with mica powders because they're easy to find, and I purchased mine from madmica.com. You can use any one you would like. I just add a pinch. It doesn't show up on my scale when I add it in, so I can't tell you how much I added in. I just added in a pinch and mixed it in. Mica powders are not water soluble, so I'm mixing it in with the glycerin and the hyaluronic acid to help keep it suspended in the formula. So let's move on to phase B. Phase B includes 80.3 grams of distilled water. You can use a hydrosol or an essence water instead if you would like. Then I am going to be adding in some cucumber extract into the distilled water. Cucumber extract is an anti-inflammatory, so this can help reduce puffiness on your under eyes. And I added in 2 grams. Then I'm adding in this ingredient called Ragu Age PF that I purchased from lotioncrafter.com. But this can help reduce dark circles and puffiness around the eyes, reduce inflammation and prevent UV damage, and help protect collagen. And lastly, I'm using this caffeine liposome from Formulator Sample Shop, and caffeine can help stimulate blood circulation, helping to reduce the look of puffiness and dark circles under the eyes. So make sure everything in phase B is well combined, and also give phase A another good mix. Make sure it's all combined, and then pour phase B into phase A, and again mix to combine. And you'll notice it will thicken and definitely clump up. This is normal. You're just gonna have to let it sit for a few hours or maybe overnight depending on the size of the batch you make. This is what it looks like close up. The clumping is from the hyaluronic acid, so don't worry about it. Just cover it and let it sit overnight, and here is what it looks the next day. A gorgeous, gorgeous gel for gorgeous, gorgeous girls, or gorgeous, gorgeous boys, or gorgeous, gorgeous non-binary, whoever you may be. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous gel for you, and I think you guys will love it. It feels so good on the under eyes. But before we package it up, it's super, super important to check the pH. So we do have a pH sensitive ingredient in this. Not only is the preservative pH sensitive, but the Ragu Age PF needs to be in a pH between 5 to 8. Everything else is actually active in a pH of 4.28, which is the natural pH of this gel. But since the Regu AHPF needs to be in a pH of 5, we need to raise the pH. And this is why I don't think the formula is beginner friendly, because raising the pH can be pretty difficult. I have a video all about how to do this. I will link it in the description box. But I actually use a 10% sodium hydroxide solution dissolved in 90% distilled water. And I added a total of 7 drops of it to the formula. And then I just mixed it in. I let it sit for about a minute. And then I checked the pH again. So again, I have my video all about how to do this. I'll link it down in the description box, because this is a very in-depth explanation and it would take too long for me to explain it in this video. So go watch that video because it does a really good job at explaining how to do it. And yeah, I got the pH to 5.09, which is perfect. And we can move on with packaging up our under eye gel. I also have a video that explains to you guys how I make my labels. So I'll link that video down below if you guys would like to learn to make your own labels as well. And I have a video that explains shelf life, so you guys can calculate how long the shelf life is of this product, because it really depends on where you buy your ingredients. So I don't want to offer you guys a shelf life in case it's wrong. That's why I always recommend calculating your own. I'll link down below to any video that I think is important for you guys to watch, like my Formulating for Beginners series. I'll also link to my Patreon, which includes a blog version of this video with a PDF file you can download and print out, so you can have the recipe at your fingertips. I also post 2 exclusive videos over there every month as well. But this under eye gel, to use it, all you need to do is apply I like a good thick layer on clean skin. I actually use it on my eyelids as well. I just put it all around my eyes. And then I just tap gently into my skin and kind of give myself like an under eye massage as it dries. And then I just leave it on. I don't wash it off. And then I just apply an eye cream over top and, apply a face moisturizer after, do whatever I need to do. But this stuff feels so good on your under eyes. I think you guys are gonna love it. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Later.
Stuck in the motions, I've been consumed by the wrath of time, like I'm frozen. I'm shattered in this life, it's still the path that I've chosen. Because I've had a vision, now I'm on a mission to find myself with music and find someone to listen.